Okay, hi guys, first time I'm live. I hope this is gonna work. So if it's not, uh, please forgive me. This is my first time ever that I'm trying going live. So let me show you what we will build today. Today we are building this iCodeThis challenge. I've already done a challenge like this before, so you can see one video on my channel. This is today's challenge. Today is 19th of March, so we're gonna build this little app. We'll make sure to change the prices here when this button, the radio button is clicked, and also I'll make sure to have some thank you page when buy now buttons are clicked. Okay, so let's. I hope that you can see my iCodeThis page. Let me check. No, still this one. Let me try share another page. No, this one. Okay, let me check now. Like I told you, first time ever I'm doing this, so bear with me. Okay, here we are. This is my iCodeThis editor. As you can see, my HTML is already in. I wanted to save us some work, so you can don't watch me type my HTML. Let me show you. I have one main element, and inside this main is all of my content. I have one div where are my inputs. I have two inputs type radio. It's important to have the same name. I have the name of plan, so you can switch them. And I have ID and value for the simplicity, only M and Y. And this one first is checked. Okay, then I have three divs with class of box, and inside these divs I have the rest of my content. Okay, that's it as far as our HTML goes. Now let me have a look at my CSS. Here I'm only importing my sans font from Google, which I believe it's very close to the font I need, and I have picked background colors for the body and for our borders. Okay, let me check my live stream. Okay, I hope everything is okay. Okay, let's start with our styling. Okay, first I want my body to take mean height of 100 VH, not NH, VH, and I want it to be a display grid, and I want to place items to the center because I already only have a main inside my body, only one element. So I want this main to be in the center. Okay, let's style this main. Next, this main will be display flex. So I want to be a flex container. Okay, wonderful. uh, let me check what else do I need. Okay, my stream is going okay for now, I hope. I need to background color should be white, and all of the text should be, no, that will be for the boxes. Let's do background color should be white. Yeah, like that. And I need a border of 1 pixel solid. and it will be our variable called border. That's okay. Okay, maybe I should put that on the separate boxes. We'll see. But I do need a box shadow on my main. So I'll say 5 pixels for the offset. I don't need a blur, and I will use this for the border. Let me check. Yeah, that should be all right. Okay. Okay. What should we style next? Let's style our box class next. So our class of box. I moved the border here for the boxes. Okay, but I do have one problem. My first div doesn't have a class of box. This is radio div class. So I will quickly. There is a reason I didn't give it the class of box, because I want to grab all of these divs with my JavaScript. So that's why. Okay, nice. What else do I need? I forgot to do some resets on my universal selector, something I always do. I put box sizing to border box, and I cancel. I don't need max width. I need margin to the 0 and padding to the 0. Okay, something like that. All right. Now I have some. I need some padding on these boxes. Let's say 2 rams, for example, and then we'll see padding 2 amps. Okay. Also here on the first one. All right. That's looking okay. Let me check what else do I need. I don't think I need anything else. Let's style next our H2. This is inside these titles, inside our boxes. Let me check my live stream. Looks like, I hope you can see and hear what I'm doing. Okay, let's continue with the styling. Let's say box H2. I only have one H2s. I need to decrease the font size. Let's say 1.5 RAM, for example. Yeah, I forgot in my box class to align text to the center. Like that. Like that. Maybe even, let me check. No, 1.25 RAM. Let me check the original image. No. The original image is okay. Let's say, and I think I need a font weight to be, let's say 500. Yeah, that's closer. It's just a little bit bolder than the regular text, I would say. Okay. I will leave it like that. Okay, let's style our paragraphs. So let's say box P. I need some padding on top and bottom. let's say 1M and 0 on the left and right. Let me check. I'm not gonna worry about being pixel perfect here. The main idea is for this to function. So the focus will be more on JavaScript, not on the stylings. Alrighty. I think that should do it for now. Let's style our buttons next. I'll say a button. It should have background color of black and color of white. And I want font family to be the same, so I will say inherit. That's right. And I need some padding. Let me check our image. Let's say 0.5 on top and bottom and 1.5 on the left and right. Is that too big? Well, maybe it is not. Okay. I will say then, let's change the border. Want border 1 pixel solid. But right now the border is white. Yeah, that's better. And I also need some border radius of, let's say, 0.5 rem. It's too much. Yeah, too much. Let's say 5 pixels. Yeah, that's better. Let me check let's make this a little bigger so I can compare to my image. You cannot see now, but I'm looking at my image, so to be able to compare. Okay, I think that's okay. Maybe I need a little more padding on our boxes. On our boxes, I will put, let's say 3M. Let me check now. Yeah, now looks okay. Alrighty. Now let me take care of this last button. I believe I gave it the class of box. No, it has a class of now. So I will say now I want background color to be transparent. I want color to be black. I want border to be none. What else do I need? I don't need let me check. I don't need a padding also. So I'll say padding 0. Padding 0. I want font size to be 1 rem. So it could be the same with this or. And let me check quickly. I want to be underlined. This is basically a link, but I'm styling it like a button because I want to have the same listener as for the other buttons. So let's say text decoration underline. That's right. But is it? Yeah, the color is for all the P's. I should change the color. I should say the code. Let me try with my variable, and oh no, it's too light. Let's try with the opacity of 0.9. Yeah, I think that should do it. Simple solution. So I will do it here as well for our button. Okay, let's do some hover effect on our buttons. So let's say button. When it is hovered, I want background color to be transparent. But I want then I don't want to I want to change the color to black, and I also want a black border. Let's try now. Okay, and I want cursor to be a pointer. Alrighty, that's okay. Nice. Let me. Okay, for the last button with the class of now, I only want to lose text decorations, so I will say none, and I believe I need to override the border. Let me try now. Yeah. Override the border. Let's move back opacity to 1. Okay, forgot my semicolon. Opacity 1. What's going on? 1. That's right. Let me test this out. Alrighty. That's okay. I'm not gonna waste more time about that. Let's just center these inputs with the class of radio. This is my radio div, I believe. Yeah, and inside I have one div. I want to put that div in the center. So let's do again like we did for our body. I will say display grid and place items to the center. Just like this. Okay, so now I have inputs in the center. I'm pretty happy with the rest of the styling. Let's just take care a little bit about responsiveness, because right now it's, as you can see, terrible. Let's say here about 780, 790. Let's define a media query. Let's try a new syntax, range syntax. Let me. I'm not sure if this supports, if this editor supports this. We'll try it out. Okay, I want this my main, which is our flex container. I want to have a column, so I'll say main flex direction to be the column. Let's test this out. Okay, it's working. My syntax is working. I would also like my main to have some margin, let's say 1 and 0. Okay, so now it's 1 and from the top and from the bottom. That's perfectly fine for me. I'm not gonna worry too much about styling, as I told you, but I'm pretty happy with this styling. Okay, let's test my live stream. Alrighty, we are doing 20 minutes and we only finished our CSS. That's wonderful. Let's jump to our JavaScript, shall we? Alrighty. Let's see, let's grab everything I need from the DOM. So first, let's define constant inputs, which will be document query selector all. I have two inputs and I will grab them by the tag name. So these are inputs. Then what else I need? I need buttons. All of our buttons. Let's say btns. I will say document query selector all. Also, I'm gonna use tag name. If only I can spell it. That's right. What else do I need from the DOM? I need inputs. Okay, I need paragraphs inside my boxes. These paragraphs will insert the text dynamically. So I also need, I'll say, what should paragraphs. I will say document query selector all, and they are inside my box class. I want to select a P. Yeah, inside my box class, I want a P. Alrighty, let's now define two variables which will serve as our prices. I'll say monthly, and this will be an array of $9.99. I'm using the same prices, $16.99 and $16.58. And I will say constant yearly. This will be equals to let's save about $10. So I will say 90.99, 160.99, and 165.80. Okay, I think that's okay. Alrighty, let's have a look now what we want. We want to subscribe to the event listener on our input types radio. Alrighty, let me check my live stream. Okay, doing fine. All right, so I will say inputs, and I'll say for each. Okay, for each loop, I want for each input what I want. I would run a function, and for each input, I will add event listener. Add event listener. Event I'm listening is change. And when the change happens, I want to run a function. Okay. So inputs for each input. Okay. I'm adding event listener. Let's for now console log to see if we grabbed everything we need from. Let me open the console. Wow, so many errors. Let me try this out. Yeah, it's logging 1, 2, 3. That okay is correct. Okay, now let's define a constant. We'll call this constant value. And I want to find the value of input. As you can see, I have two inputs, and has m, and one of them has y as a value. Okay, so I will try to get this. I'll say document query selector, and I want to select our input with name. Just I forgot my quotes. This would not work. And since I'm using single quotes, I need double quotes here. Our inputs have a name of plan. That's right. Plan. And I want to see which one of those inputs is checked. All right, and then I want to read its value, just like that. Okay, let me make this a little bigger. Alrighty, let's test this out. I will console.log this value. All right, let's open our console again. Let's test this out. Okay, so I clicked on yearly, and as you can see, I'm logging Y in my console. If I click here on monthly, I'm logging M. Okay, our event listener is working properly. All right, so what should I do now? I would like to have an if check, and I would like to check if this value is equals to M, which will be when my monthly is checked. All right. If it is, I want to change the text of our paragraphs, this text right here. And I want to use values for our helper constant. So what I will do, I will use a good old for loop, and I will say for let I equals 0 as long as I less than I say I have paragraphs dot length, and I want to increment I. Okay, for loop, good old for loop. And now, so I'm looping through each of my paragraphs, and there are three of them, of course, 1, 2, and 3. And for each one of them, I want to set text content of each paragraph. And here I will use a template literal. I hope you're familiar with the syntax. Let me, it should be $sign first. And then I would need another $sign curly braces because I want to inject JavaScript. And what I want to inject. Okay, I want to have, I forgot to put paragraph Y. I'm looping through the paragraphs, and I want in each iteration first I want for the paragraph with the index of 0, which is this first paragraph. I want to, as a text content, I want to put dollar, and then I want my monthly array with the index of 0, which will be 999 exactly. Then after my JavaScript, I want to have say slash month, just like this. Let me check. Okay, we'll see very quickly if I made some mistake. Okay, then I want to have an else statement, which means if the value if not is not m, which is automatically it will be y. We don't have another solution. Let me copy this down. Okay, in that sense, I want to then use yearly array. I'm still putting the same text content for the same paragraph, but I want to access yearly array. I want these prices, and I will say here a year. Okay. I hope I didn't mess this up. Let me check my live stream. Already half an hour already. Nice. Okay, let's test this out. Let's make it a little bigger. So right now, if I click here, okay, I messed something up. Okay, I'm putting the text content here, the prices. Oh, I'm already using 0, not 0, but sorry. Let's try now. I'm having 99 a year, 160 a year, 165.8 a year. Okay, I should make this to fixed. Never mind, but here I'm having this problem. Why I'm also having this paragraph? I have another P. Oh, yeah, because I do have one more P. How should I fix this the most easily? Let's, oh, no. Sorry. Let's, instead of P, let's use a div. Div, and here, let's use a div. I should access this more carefully, but it never mind. Okay, but now I have problems with the styling. Let me. Okay, let's finish the testing of our functionality first. Let's check. Now I have the prices in year. Let's change to month. Now I have in months. The prices are for months. Alrighty, that's nice. Let me just quickly make this, give this div a class of, how should I call it? Box div. I'm very creative with the names. Okay, let's style this div. I need a padding of 1m, let's say, and 0 on the left and right. Okay, that's, let me check the image. 1.5, let's say. Yeah, I think that should do it. My button is still working. My hover for the button is still working. Okay, let's test again. This is working. This is working. Wonderful. Alrighty, our main functionality is finished. well, no, no, it is not. Why am I doing this? I just don't want a zero here. I want dynamically to access for each in each iteration. Oh man. That's the problem with live streaming. Don't have time to think. Okay, let's test it now. It's 90, 160, 165, and monthly 9, 16, 60. Amazing. That is working. Okay, let's now implement a thank you page functionality. So whenever I click on each of these buttons, I get briefly a thank you page and I go back to the home page. Let me check 35 minutes thus far. Okay, I think we are good. We have time to implement this. Okay, for that, I have my main tag. Below my main tag, I will put a site and I will say, thank you for your purchase. Okay, that should do it. Okay, inside our CSS, but above media query, I should select this side and I want to remove it. So I'll say display none. Alrighty. Now in our JS, I will define two new constants. I will say aside, which will be document query selector. I want to select a side tag. And I want my main, which will be document query selector. I want my main tag. Alrighty. Now, do I have buttons? I have buttons. Okay. So let's say buttons, and I want to loop through all of these buttons, which is these three, and also this. I believe I also used a button. Yeah. It has a different class, but it still is a button. Alrighty, so I'll say for each button, what I want to do. I want to add event listener, and I want to listen for a click. And when the click happens, I should call a function. Let's say define the name of the function, show thank you. Just like that. I think I believe I can do this in one line. We'll test it out. So now all I have to do is define the show thank you function. And what will this function do? I want to show thank you, which is our aside, but I want to hide our main container with all of these plans. So I will say aside that style that display. I want to display to be block. Okay, but I want to hide my main. I want main.style.display to be none. Already. Let's test this out. And right now, if I click here, yeah, I'm getting thank you for your purchase. Amazing. Now I want to need a way to get back to my home page. So inside this function, I will define a timeout. I will say set timeout, And here, as a first argument to this timeout, I will have another function that will run after, let's say, 2 seconds, which is 2000. The value here should be in milliseconds. Let me check my live stream. So far, so good, I believe. Alrighty. So, what should I do inside this function? I will copy this down, and I simply want to reverse this. I want to again hide a side, and I want to again. Main should have a display of grid, I believe. Grid, no, flex. Sorry. Let me check. What was the original on my main? Yeah, flex. So I wanted to put it back to flex and to hide this, and I want this to happen after 2 seconds. Okay, let's make this very big now and test. I will go to save and I will test. So initially we have a build monthly selected and I have monthly prices here. If I select yearly, now I do have prices changed. I get yearly prices. Okay. And now when I click to buy now, I get thank you for your purchase. And after 2 seconds, I'm back to my homepage. Here again and here. Yeah. Okay, amazing. I could also style. Let me make this side a little bigger and bold. Inside my CSS. Just a sec. I'll say font size 1.5 rem and say font weight to be 600. Let's test it now. Okay, I have much bigger font and I get a thank you page. Here I get year, month. Can I put just a second, where is my input? Input. Am I doing anything with my inputs? No. Let's try to put cursor to the pointer. Yeah, it makes sense now. So I can also do the styling of these radio buttons. But let me check my live streaming. It's already almost 45 minutes. Amazing. Okay, but that's it for our iCodeThis functionality. I hope you had as much fun as I did. As I said from the beginning, I'm first time I'm recording live, so I hope that first of all that the quality of the sound was decent, and then that you should see what I'm doing inside my code. I would be very disappointed if it's not the case. Alrighty, let's now submit this. I'm pretty happy with. Okay, I'm gonna go and submit. I get congratulations and to stop sharing this. Okay, guys, that's it for our first live stream. Obviously, nobody watched it live, but I'm not worried about it. I hope somebody will watch it later and tell me your thoughts in the comments. I want to thank you and lots of love to you all, and bye bye. We'll see you soon.